Hello there, and welcome to another episode of More Fun with Lights. Ever since the Zhiyun X100 came out, all kinds of people started copying it because of its revolutionary small flat size. They go for $250, which is quite a lot for a lot of people, so that's why these cheaper knockoffs are so desirable. And I made a video about X100 clones last year. Well, more of them have come out since, so hence this video. Some of you have been asking about these, so I feel it's my obligated duty to give you my report. Okay, here we go. Well, this is the X100 right here. This is the one that started it all, and it's quite small, and it's revolutionary, flat and everything. It's actually really good. It comes with a proprietary battery, which I hate. It's really expensive. I think the battery's like $100. It's very unreliable. It can last for maybe 3 uses, and then it stops working. So I don't suggest using this, but it's a grip battery, so you can grip it like this. And when you put it on a stand like this, a light stand, it's heavy on one side, which I don't like. Like there's all this weight on one side. I don't like that. Instead, you can use a USB 100 watt PD power, which I hate also because now you have to get a separate thing with a dangly cord. You got to put in its little purse thingy here and hang that from your stand. And then you put this thing on here like this. Like, what is this? This is really Mickey Mouse. I think they might have improved their battery since everybody complained and returned it because it lasted for 2 tries. But I don't know. I don't know if they improve the battery or not. But let's move on. Okay, so anyway, let's take this as our reference point. With a light meter at 4 feet, 1/60th at ISO 100, I'm getting a reading of 8, F8. Okay, so let's use this as our gold standard here. Here's the light pattern spread. It has kind of a hot spot in the middle of it. The color, though, is really nice. It has a really nice neutral white color. Here's the CRI. It's nice and high. All right, so that's the X100, $250. I know you want something cheaper. Yeah! That's why you're watching this video. All right, you want cheap? Here you go, the ZSYB S100, which you can get on AliExpress for $75. It's almost an exact clone of the X100. It's 100 watts, just like the X100. Got 2 knobs on the side. It's bicolor. It uses the same USB PD100 on there. It weighs about the same. Here's the light spread pattern. It actually has a smoother, nice spread pattern than the X100. The color's a little on the cool side. It's coming in at 5700 instead of 5600. The brightness is 5.67, so it's only 0.2 of a stop less than the X100. It has no proprietary battery. You have to use a USB-C 100 PD thing to plug in here to make it work. It does have a slight fan noise. It's not that bad though. It's the quietest of the 3 knockoffs. This one, the X100, is pretty quiet. I don't hear any noise on this thing at all. The light level's about the same. The color's pretty good. And it has a nice smooth spread pattern. Here's the CRI, and the light level's the same. So that's the ZSYB. It's the quietest of the 3 knockoffs, and it's the cheapest of all of these lights. Moving on, we have the Cobore. Now, I reviewed this in the previous video, but the reason I'm bringing this up again is because it has a new battery system that just came out. This is like a motor drive battery pack, like from a camera that you just screw on the bottom here like this, which I really like. That's why it intrigued me to revisit said item. The X100 has its side battery, which when you put it on a light stand, it's heavy on one side. This one balances the weight perfectly. Here's your 1/4-20 on here. You put it in here, so the weight is perfectly distributed evenly across the bottom, and that's it looks kind of like a camera, doesn't it? I'm taking pictures with your camera here. The Cobore itself, the light itself is $130, and the battery's like $60. I don't know how long it lasts. This has a cheaper plasticky feel. It's really lightweight. I don't mind that at all. The light spread pattern on here is actually, I think, the nicest of the whole bunch. It has a nice flat, even spread all the way across, and it's the widest spread of the bunch. The only thing is, it's not very bright. It's actually 2 stops less than the other 2, and part of the reason for that is it has a diffusion on the front. These 2 have raw LEDs, just totally exposed. This one has a diffusion filter on it, which is why you're getting that nice even spread pattern. So you know me, being the curious tinkerer that I am, I have to take this diffusion off to see what happens. And yes, it's brighter. It went from f4 to 5.6. That's a full stop difference. And look at the spread pattern. I thought there'd be a hot spot, but there's not. It's a beautiful spread pattern all the way across, and the CRI is even higher without the diffusion. I don't know why they put this diffusion on there. Just for comparison, with the diffuser off, it's about the same brightness as a 65 watt Ulanzi EC65. So as 100 watt lights go, the Cobore W100 isn't really that bright. And on top of that, this thing also has noticeable fan noise. The Cobore is quite loud. The Cobore is louder than the ZSYB. So that's the Cobore W100. All right, then we have this monstrosity here. This is an Ambitful Photo Olex Q100 Light 100R. This thing is, I reviewed this in a previous video a few weeks ago. It's the biggest of the bunch. Look at this monster size of that reflector on there. That is huge. I mean, it's still a flat thing. I mean, it's flat. It also has a diffusion on the front of this, which diffuses the spread pattern. So you get a nice smooth spread pattern with this thing also. That does have screws on here, so you can take that off, I guess. But look at the size of this monster reflector on there. Anyway, it's kind of kitschy with its, I don't like the red plastic and the cheap everything. It's the biggest of the bunch. This is $140. It's still cheaper than the $250 of this thing. The brightness is 5.68, which is 0.2 of a stop less than the X100. So it's pretty much as bright. Spread pattern's nice. It has the highest CRI of the bunch, but when you look at it visually, it looks a little greenish compared to the other ones. The CRI does not mean perfect neutral gray-white color. It's a total of all the colors. Sometimes, like with this one, you could have a stronger green element than a red element. Just because it's a high CRI number doesn't mean it looks great visually. This comes with this funky handle, and now you've got this monstrosity. Look at the size of this thing compared to this. I mean, this is quite a difference in size. I don't really consider this thing portable anymore. I mean, small, compact, portable compared to the X100 here, or even the Cobore. I mean, this is still, I think the Cobore is still more desirable for size and weight. You don't need to use any of these proprietary batteries. All four of these will work with a USB 100 watt PD. But again, this is really Mickey Mouse. This is like annoying to have to, I like everything that's just attached in one thing. Why does it, this is annoying. And yes, the Ambitful has noticeable fan noise. It's quite loud. The moment you turn it on, this is what the fan noise sounds like. That's right when you turn it on. It's not even hot yet. It gets even louder when it's hotter. Of the three knockoffs, the Ambitful is by far the loudest, both in fan noise and visually. It's quite garish. So all three of the cheaper knockoffs have fan noise. The X100 is the quietest of the bunch, but then again, it's also almost twice the cost. All right, so here's the latest, newest stuff of the X100 knockoffs. I know there might be some other ones out there. I'm not going to buy everything in the world. I'm just going to buy the main ones that people ask about, and that's what I did here. They all have good high CRIs. They all have pretty good spread patterns. The X100's got a little bit of a hot spot in the middle. So $250, $75 to $100, $130, $140. That's without the battery. So this is just the lights themselves. And they're all pretty close to the same brightness. Okay, well, there you go. I hope this was a fun, educational, entertaining experience for you. I shall see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.